Vanderdrift, the Driftmeister. Philip Hampridge also in third. 99, car number 99. Sui Yu in car 77 in fourth place. We've got all top 9 in pro position, pro class. Rounding it down. Now the first for the Pro-Am would be Yui Tan in 10th position. Car number 5. And Francis Chia, car number 21. Now, since that's happening, we've got Pro and Pro-Am right here for one of the best highlights right here to close out the event for the amazing Thailand Bangsan Grand Prix. We've got to say thank you to Porsche, one of the car manufacturers out there that many people love, and they show their spirit in motorsports from the beginning because they have such a classic design and a timeless design that survived all the way to this day, but it's not stopping. Why so? Because next year, don't forget, they will have the new Porsche GT3 Cup. We just had Earl Bamber do a exhibition show driving around the track with a hero of Thai drivers history in the passenger's seat, taking him out for a spin, so you will. Earl Bamber said that he's not racing in this race, but he wishes to come back and do a race here in this wonderful venue, which goes to show an internationally recognized driver has recognized Bangsan Grand Prix as one of the first destinations in Thailand to visit for motorsports events. Once again, folks, grade 3 level awarded from the FIA itself. All right, folks, I'm a little amped here from Earl Bamber. I got a little Bamber fever right there. Don't forget, folks, we also have another Bamber brother right there, Will Bamber, number 12, out in front with the Be Quick right there. Chris Vanderdrift. I remember looking at his shirt and it says Fear the Drift, and I wonder why for Team 4MAX that he's got to be feared. Well, for obvious reasons. Number one, he's sitting in number 2 right now, currently warming up and trying to get to as close to Will Bamber as possible. Both are running intense times during the qualifications. 137, 137. Once again, when I was missing out there, I had the opportunity, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to interview Will Bamber's brother, Earl Bamber, a legend from the Le Mans series, a winner, 2-time winner for the Le Mans. And he was giving an exhibition run in a Porsche GT3 Cup. I had to run out of my announcement booth just to go meet him and introduce him to the public on the local TV stations right here. Going out to True Visions, one of our main sponsors. And of course, that was an honor for the whole country to have the Bamber brothers right here representing Porsche. So that's a good thing to do right here. And of course, to close out the event with the Porsche Carrera Cup Asia 2017. Go, 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 go! Green light, here they go. Chris Vanderdrift. Why is it saying on my screen he's up top when he's not? We have cars going up the hill. Let's wait for, oh, there we go, back on the grid. Will Bamber, as the officials trying to shuffle my information a bit. Oh, Yu Cam Chang, car number 2. Well, let's see this happen. Turn 1, turn 2. Right before they go for turn 2, looks like car number 8 had a little mishap there. Yu Cam Chung, car number 2, and Sontaya Kun Bloom involved in a tussle right there. Sontaya Kun Bloom from Racing Spirit Thailand and Yu Cam Chung from Arrows Racing. Let's wait to see what Will Bamber will turn out in the times. Running away from the Driftmeister, Chris Vanderdrift. Philip Hampridge out in third. Car number 99 being chased by Sui Yu, car number 77. All these are pro drivers. Martin Rajinger, car number 86. Let's see what he can do for 5th place, going up to 4th or not. Let's wait and see. Section 2 times, Philip Hampridge pulling it his best at 27.4, matching Will Bamber. Matching Will Bamber will not be enough to pull you up in front, obviously, because you gotta push the envelope, or the envelope, however which way you say it. You say tomato, I say tomato. Chris Vanderdrift, here we go, best time right now. Wow, 142.359er. Section 1 time going 37.7. Section 3 coming down the straightaway at 36.9 seconds. Will Bamber's got to pick up the pace, but he's not that far behind, obviously. He's in first. But Section 3, he's a little slower than Chris Vanderdrift. That gives him the fear in the drift mode. As his shirt says it, fear the drift. I just like saying his name. Can't help myself. Martin Rajinger capturing best section time right now, going for 3 minutes into the race. Lap 1 there, 33.6. Section 2, anybody can beat Tanat. Car 15, let's see. So far, everybody taking the optimal line through the corners and the curves right there. Here's the roundabout going for the U-turn past the pits. T19 or the S2 Hotel. And we have some sound coming into the sound booth, of course. Like I said, I'm sitting right behind the podium announcing for the winners there. Oh, look at this. Section 3, 36.7. Chris Vanderdrift is making a move. Trying to beat up Will Bamber. And I don't mean physically, I meant mentally put some pressure on Will Bamber. His brother was just out here buzzing around doing the new Porsche GT3 Cup car, which will soon replace the outgoing Cup car, what you're seeing right now. The good thing about the new Cup car, of course, will be less maintenance, 30 more horsepower, more aerodynamics. It's just the best of everything all crunched up into the Porsche. What Porsche does best is introduce and provide speed, speed, speed for anybody driving on the streets or off, including, I mean, in a racetrack, of course. But here we go, Will Bamber. His brother's probably proud of him right now, obviously. Staying in first, Section 1 time leader, 33.4 on the clock. Section 2 going out to 26.8, Chris Vanderdrift. Philip Hampridge has not moved from the 3rd position. Martin Rajinger still in 4th. Meanwhile, back in the Pro-Am division, Francis Gia, car number 21, where is he? He's in 11th place overall, but 1st place for Pro-Am. There he is right there. Beautiful car. It's a Porsche. What can I say? It's beautiful nonetheless. Well, there you go. Will Bamber clocking it down. 137.145. With a history in the family that involves the word Le Mans, of course, that can't be bad for an experience. 33.4 section lead time, Will Bamber, followed with section 2 lead time, Chris Vanderdrift. Feels like Chris Vanderdrift loves the more twisty turns. Oh, I get it. That's why they call it Chris Vanderdrift. Section 2 times is more known for their curves, obviously. So I'm trying to make some connection here as to maybe that's why the Driftmeister is making such great times on section 2. Meanwhile, section 3, let's see what they turn out later again. Look at that. Okay, section 2 timing is tied with Will Bamber, 26.8. Martin Radinger as well, 26.9. Philip Hampridge. The times are so close, and if this keeps up, nothing is going to be moved out of position. Everything will stay the same. Something needs to happen. Either somebody takes a better line or slipstreams or tries to go on the inside. Like right now, we have a little contact there. Car number 10, I think. Andrew Tang and car number 19, Zhang, trying to go at it, flashing his lights there at Zhang. Andrew Tang flashing his lights. Those are going at it up the hill. Andrew Tang trying to pass on the inside lane on the U-turn. Here's the lead. 21 car Francis Chia, lead for Pro-Am class. Position 11 overall going up the hill. Let's see what happens on the downhill. Going up the hill, of course, takes a lot of brute force. Downhill takes a lot of balance. You gotta know how to balance the cars. Of course, these guys know how to balance the cars, but it's just a matter of trying to take a better line or slipstreaming. Making sure each turn counts. Go over too much, you run into a disaster zone with the barriers or the guardrails. Go too tight in, you might lose the momentum. You see there, some of the cars don't go all the way wide after the back stretch. There might be a reason for that, because they're setting the car up for the next turn. Sometimes you're thinking, how come they don't stay next to the guardrail and use the whole width of the track? Well, that's because they might be setting up for the next turn, which is more advantageous if they have it set up properly, and then accelerating out of that turn, going on for the long round stretch on the before coming up for the U-turn. Here they are, U-turn at S2 Hotel. Turn number 20, 21 coming out, Francis Gia. Lead for Pro-Am, congratulations right there. But if you want to kick it up a notch, that would be nice. Going up to 10th place maybe to beat out Yuan Bo. Currently sitting in car number 88 right in front. Yuan Bo, of course, is in Pro class and is like about 3 car lengths in front. Yuan Bo turning out times of 141 while Francis Gia is doing 140. So there might be a chance for Francis Gia to beat out Yuan Bo. Here's 19 and 10 where they almost had a tussle before. Andrew Tang trying to come in on the inside before at the U-turn down by the pit lane entrance. And these two guys are gunning, they're going. They are identical there. Nonetheless, Andrew Tang and Zhang, car number 10 and 19. What else is happening here? Let's know. 10 and 19, yep. Andrew Tang. I'm looking at the Porsche Junior team right here. Zhang Desheng, Porsche China Junior team. Andrew Tang, also Porsche China Junior team. Teammates. But if one decides to pass each other, they better let each other know. Probably better to use the flashlights up ahead, the headlights. Back on 12, Will Bamber, finally. I can get a view of Will Bamber here. I didn't believe this, but I thought Will Bamber would be spreading the lead a little further, but it doesn't look that way. Chris Vanderdrift providing plenty of pressure for Will as they go around. The S is right there, turns 14, leading up to 15 there. Philip Hampridge following right up there with the yellow and the red stripes. Pro class as well. Interesting enough, Chris Vanderdrift and Will Bamber are running 136s, while Philip Hampridge and Martin Rattinger are both doing 137s. For the top 1, 2, 3, 4, Tanachat, 15 car in 5th, hanging around for 137.892. If Tanat can make a move, he might be able to beat out Martin Rattinger for 4th place. All 5 have completed 7 laps, with the best time by Will Bamber, the number to beat, 136.540. 17 minutes left to go, or 8 laps. Green flag all the way. Let's keep it this way to keep the race more exciting. Here you see the Porsche from Philip Hampridge. He exited turn 6 with a little more of a grunt on the accelerator. I saw a little bit of a oversteer, power sliding out just before. Oh, and we have a problem here, collision. But a collision with what? Hopefully we'll be able to see the replay. What car is that? Right now, as the other Porsches are trying to navigate through the traffic congestion, we got double flags up before. Double flags, of course, means super caution. There is a car up ahead from where they are, so they can signal down the drivers to slow down. And of course, the yellow comes out so that everybody stays in check. 55 came in oversteer, came in a little bit too wide, and then couldn't put the steering wheel back in check. 55 is now smushed. Bao Jinlong. He came out of turn 20 like a bat out of hell, hanging close to the guardrail on the left. Seems like the car wasn't pulling in, and when the car did pull in, it was way too late to counter steer the car back onto the straightaway, and therefore a double yellow right there for all the drivers driving past there, and then a yellow overall. So Will Bamber, Class Pro, still in the lead. Chris Vanderdrift getting a minute or two to take a breath from chasing Will Bamber all over the place. Philip Hampridge, car number 99, still in 3rd. Martin Rattinger, 86, in 4th. Tanat, 15, stuck at 5th. Those are the top 5 right now. Oh, and we have, other than the SC, we also have a note from the officials on screen. According to my screen, car number 17 gets a drive-through speeding in the pit lane. Now, some people might say, what's the big deal of speeding in a pit lane? Well, of course it's a big deal. You can't speed in a pit lane. Pit lane is full of people, full of crew members. So there are rules and regulations there for a purpose, for the safety issue. That's why you're not supposed to go past a certain speed limit in pit row. And therefore, if you do go through that pit lane under high speed, even if it's just a kilometer or 2 over the speed limit, you get a penalty. So you have to come back into pit lane and drive through, thus slowing whoever gets to go through, car number 17 right now, slowing him down the ranks. There you see AAS Service. Of course, one of the Porsche service providers and dealers in Thailand. Everything Porsche right now. Even the safety car is out with a Porsche. Soon the light will be dimming, not with a switch, but the sun dipping into the horizon of beautiful Bang San right here, a beach town that is a venue for Bang San Grand Prix. There you see the safety car, safety first, folks, trying to get that Porsche out ASAP so the race can still continue. We still have 7 laps left to go, 12 minutes and counting backwards. So if they do at least, let's say, 2 laps with the safety car around, you might be able to squeeze like 3 laps left into the race, which Will Bamber will obviously try to run away from Chris Vanderdrift, not because he fears him, but because he has to try to protect his first position, and gives everybody the equalization to play catch-up. Let's just say starting off with everybody else that's left on the scene here. Oh, we have a little damage here to that other Porsche. Bumper still flailing in the background with the airflow. Here's taking a look at the replays, the highlights. Nice clean start. Of course, Will Bamber leading the way as expected. Hambridge going up the hill. No problem so far. Here's the replay, but we did have a problem before entering turn 2. And we get a check here. See what's happened. Car number 8 had a little problem there. Was blocked. Couldn't go up the hill. Of course, Bamber is going full speed. Chris Vanderdrift going through the corners. And as I remember, there was another Porsche that came through a corner and checked in with the guardrail. Let's see which one. And these two guys as well almost had a touch and a bump. Andrew Tang and Zhang from car 19. Oh, this is cool. I didn't see this before. Up the hill, locked up the tire on the inside, busted up his front bumper. Car number 28. John Shen. Anyway, Will Bamber is running the show right now. Best time for the Porsche Carrera Cup GT. Porsche Carrera Cup Asia, I'm sorry. Porsche Carrera Cup Asia 2017. Oh, there you go, trying to correct his correct his steering there. He basically went into the wall because 55 was too close to the guardrail coming out of corner 20 and didn't turn his steering wheel back in time. Maybe a shift in momentum from the front and the rear there. Here they are, the cars passing through the front. The S2 Hotel. Passing the pit area right here. Palm trees galore. Thailand, folks, not to be confused with another country. I keep getting questions. Are you from Taiwan? Are you from Taiwan? No, folks, this is Thailand. Or in some Latin countries, they might say Thailande, right? So Thailand is on the equator, and it's hot and steamy and tropical, full of off-season monsoons. Once in a while, of course, you get some nice cool breezes, but that's it. Every other day, it's like hot, hot, hot. You might as well be bringing some sauna wear and just like sitting out in the sun, sweating it out. Well, that's what these guys are doing right now in these cars, of course. There's like a mobile sauna. All kidding aside, though, they are getting some cooling in there, obviously, because cooling is a major issue for these drivers. And of course, Porsche, being a professional pro manufacturer always keeps that in check, especially when going for many laps around the grid. 21 minutes in a car that is really fast and hot. They have to think about ventilation and hydration. Once again, Francis Gia still in 11th place for first in Pro-Am though, 11th overall. While Yuan Bo, 10th position, car 88. Where is Tanat? Car 15th in 5th place. Under caution, cannot budge or move. He can only hope that the safety car comes in as soon as possible. They're probably saying, have mercy, go in quick or clean up that mess. Oh boy, 16 car looks like it's taking a beating with the aerodynamics. And here is the ocean side with people in the grandstand looking onwards to a very familiar shape for the 911s. '19 and 10 are like buddies out there. Okay, here we are. 16, car number 16 having a problem with the bumper. That is not good. It's coming out like an air brake on an airplane. Wayne Shen from Modena Motorsports from the Pro-Am class from Hong Kong. I don't know if he noticed that in the side view mirrors, but he has an air brake system going on with him right now in the rear bumper. And it looks like things are ramping up really quick. You can say bye-bye to the safety car because that's gone back to racing right now. Will Bamber trying to make the quick getaway from Vanderdrift. And Vanderdrift got to take it nice and easy. They are close together there. Oh, wow. I like to say like a shadow. Coming down the hill on a tight corner. Going through the chute and exiting through the hairpin, no pass zone. Everybody be cool, be calm. They've got 4 laps left to go. They can still make anything happen. But after this stretch, they've got to floor it. That's what Martin Radinger is trying to do, floor it. Catch up with Philip Hampridge. All these cars are of the same specs, same tires. The only thing difference is the team and the drivers. So everybody has an equalizer right here. Everybody's provided the same track weapon, so to speak. Porsche Carrera Cup Asia 2017. Bringing it down in the house right here for Bangsan Grand Prix. The next venue will be Buriram for the next venue in Buriram province for the Chang venue. Here we go, T2 up the hill. Will Bamber, will he be able to run away as fast as he can from Chris Vanderdrift? It looks so. The gap is increasing actually to 3 car lengths. Unless I'm blind here. Oh no! Going up the hill with a messed up rear right there. Not looking nice. Now let's see the replay. Okay, oversteer. Bobby there, oversteer, car number 9. Back in the front, Chris Vanderdrift chasing Will Bamber. Let's see the numbers. Stats are showing me Will Bamber still being number one for the Section 1 time. Nobody's tying in with him right now, 33.4. Only a split second, 0.1 difference with Chris Vanderdrift. Both are from the pros, and they're driving like pros out there, no doubt about it. Look at this. They're just 26.9 for Will Bamber. A faster time, 26.8 by Chris Vanderdrift, so that equalizes the extra 0.1 from Section 1 time. And then look at this, Section 3, interestingly enough, 36.7 for both of them, Will Bamber and Chris Vanderdrift. They are practically shadows. It's like a perfect shadow. The only difference you see is Section 1 and Section 2 time, just a bit of a difference. Where Chris Vanderdrift seems to be accelerating a little bit in the corners, while Will Bamber prefers the Section 1 time a little bit more. Wait to see here, Philip Hampridge, will he catch Chris Vanderdrift? It's a possibility. Nothing is impossible. We got 2 laps left to go and anything can happen. Meanwhile, the tie is running strong in 5th, trying to beat out Martin Rajinger. Tanat, car 15, hunting down 86 in 4th position right now. Martin Rajinger is also in pro class. He's doing 137.836. Philip Hampridge, not to forget about him, he's doing a great job as well, keeping his cool on car number 99, 3rd place. And then you have the 2 teammates here, Andrew Tang. Andrew Tang and Zhang from 19 on the same team. Final lap, here they go. I want to see the pressure up front building. And from what I'm seeing right now, they are probably going to keep their cool because these guys are the coolest guys on track right now. Will Bamber, Chris Vanderdrift, also including Philip Hampridge. Top 3 right there, running very similar times. But look at the stats. Section 1 times, they are tied, 33.3 for both of them. That's how much of a shadow they are. Very interesting. Will Bamber's gonna have to look into trying to increase his speed. Otherwise, he's just gonna stay like that and not increase the distance. Hopefully, S2 times. Chris Vanderdrift increased by 0.2 of a second. So if Will Bamber does not increase his speed on Section 3, he might be a nose-to-nose finish at the finish line. Let's wait and see. Whoa, look at that. See, they're getting so much closer, but Chris Vanderdrift pulled out a little too wide there, pulled a little back after getting too close to Will Bamber. Section 3 times didn't come in yet, but there they go. Too late. 36.6, 36.7. Not enough for the win, but they are on podium. Will Bamber, car number 12, position number 1, takes the lead, closes the show, and car number 7, Chris Vanderdrift, Fear the Drift, position 2, pro class, right behind him. Car number 99, Philip Hampridge, position 3. In 4th, 86, Martin Rajinger. Tanat, the Thai driver, going down in history for the 5th place right here for car 15, Porsche 15. And that concludes our run right here for the amazing Thailand Grand Prix, Bangsan Grand Prix right here. I'm Lord Siri Boonmi, very proud to be the very first Thai native to do the English commentary right here for you guys. Honored. And of course, we'll try to improve my commentary as much as possible for the next venue. If there's more to improve, there's always room for improvement. I'd like to say thank you to all the sponsors, of course. Can't forget them. Made it all happen. Amazing Thailand Bangsan Grand Prix with the Thailand Super Series brought to you in part, of course, with the help of the RAAT, the Motorsports Asia crew. Official sponsors being Toyota, Sing, Samad, Be Quick, Federal, Susco, Bangchak Furio, GS Batteries, Yamaha, True Visions, Boxa Racing, and of course, holding it down by Racing Spirit as the organizer. Also, Tourism Authority of Thailand. This is amazing Thailand, nonetheless. Here's Will Bamber getting some air into his car before he goes into pits right there. Probably hot. Will Bamber will be the talk of the town. Closing out the Bangsan Grand Prix in speedy style. And of course, this was the sixth race, closing out today's date of July 2nd, Sunday 2017, a memorable weekend. Started out with a lot of practice days in the beginning of the week, then qualifications, and then the races to round out the weekend.